You think we're gonna beat all these games?
Nope.
Backlog boys.
No, probably not.
Hello, little one. How are you today? We are on floor 55.
50?
Yes.
Yes.
Jace. It is the good.
It's bad behind you.
It is so good to hear it.
The 55?
55.
50.
How long has it been since you've heard 55?
A long time.
Yeah?
A very long time.
Are you familiar with other Group X songs?
No.
Because if you are not, we might have to listen to Peanuts after this.
We might have to, because I don't think I'm familiar with Peanuts.
Oh my god, it's so good. Peanuts, chuck, chuck, peanuts, chuck, chuck, what they want, chuck, chuck, peanuts. It's actually a really cool song because like the verse, that's the chorus. The verse is like a completely different tempo, and then they just drop into this slow tempo groove for the chorus. And you don't think of them as being like, you know, high level of musicianship band, but they had some cool stuff for sure. And then of course there's the amazing musical genius that is Bang Bang Bang.
Yep.
You're familiar?
I'm familiar with that.
Okay. Peanuts is one of my favorites though, because it's a little more musical, I guess. Those, oh my god, dude, what a freaking time
To be alive.
What a time to be alive. Yeah, the freaking stick figure flash videos were the top level of entertainment.
Yep.
And
Over on
look where we are now.
Newgrounds or something.
Albino Black Sheep and stupid videos and god. You gave a shout out to
Mini clips. Mini clips, yeah.
What are they, Swedish?
I'm not sure.
Or something like that. They're in Central Europe somewhere. Something like that. Scandinavia. Hit us up, Mini Clip. Let's party.
Yeah, let's party.
We'll make you some delicious popcorn.
We'll play Heli Attack.
We'll take you down to Blue Sun. Dude, do you remember the helicopter game?
That's what I was referring to, I think.
The one where you're like, when you're holding the mouse button, you're ascending.
Yeah.
And when you're not, you're descending.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different helicopter game.
Yeah, and you're always going forward. I think it's a fixed speed.
Oh, and you just
and you're controlling
the height.
You're controlling the height, and you're trying to navigate through. Or maybe there's a separate button that controls like the velocity. I don't know.
Did you ever play the missile game?
Missile game.
Where you like fly these rotating things. You're going through like a cylinder, and there's like these things with holes in them that you have to fly the missile through, and it's getting faster and faster and faster.
No, I don't think I did.
I remember playing that game.
Do you remember? This was a little bit later, but do you remember Bloons?
Bloons.
Not balloons, but Bloons. Bloons.
Not sure if I remember.
Oh
Bloons.
man, that game took over my high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, from like 06 to 08 or so. Like it was a much more advanced Flash game, and it was kind of like a Bejeweled type thing, where there was like all these different colors of balloons, and you had these like different, and you're like a monkey, like shooting them with like a pea shooter or something like that, and you're trying to pop all the balloons. But there was all of this like extra stuff to it. There's like power ups, and it was kind of like Peggle too.
Okay.
Except
is that the thing with the animals?
Where you launch the ball, and it's kind of like pachinko. Yeah. Ooh, a power up powder. We haven't seen one of those in a while. That'll come in handy. Yeah, it was kind of like Peggle mixed with Brick Breaker and a couple other things. But man, there was like, and it was like there were like hundreds of levels in one of the games. There was Bloons, and then there was Bloons 2, and then there was like some other Bloons game, and who knows, maybe there's a million of them now. But some of my buddies were just so obsessed with it. There was like a cart in my high school where you could go and like check out a computer for like a study hall. If you didn't have one, we had this like laptop cart, and you could go get one. And you know, they were all squeaky clean and had like all the sites filtered and everything. And
to make sure
they figured out a way. They figured out a way that you could play Bloons on it. So like every time there was a class, they would just be like, "Oh, can I go check out a computer so I can take notes?" And they would just play Bloons like all day.
Wow.
And by the time study hall rolled around and it was actually okay for you to do it and not get in trouble, they'd be like, "Oh, I'm on like level 70," you know.
Wow.
And it was a big deal.
Okay.
I never actually played it.
I was I don't think I ever played it. When I was in high school, at least like the last 2 years, that's when emulators started getting really popular.
Okay.
So people would go to the library.
Yeah,
or,
that was like
check
just
out a
after high
computer
school for me,
and
so that
play.
makes sense.
I remember downloading. We were doing some sort of project work supposedly, and we were, me and a few friends were working on a computer. Kenny was one of them, the violinist, actually. And Kenny decides, oh, let's just download an N64 emulator and play Smash 64 with one keyboard.
Oh God.
All three of us.
No.
On an emulator.
No. That would put you on an equal playing field
It was ridiculous. And so we just played Smash 64 for like an hour.
with 3 players, 1 keyboard.
Yeah. I'll use it like one person would use like WASD and like a couple buttons around that. Mm-hmm. And then someone was using like a key, the arrow keys and stuff.
That sounds like something you would do as like a drinking game or like as like a challenge. Like
To play
a horrible
a
challenge.
keyboard.
I've tried to play some N64 games on a keyboard before, and
Yeah.
it is not a thing.
Nope.
Super Nintendo, it works fine for a lot of things. But N64, anything with a joystick is very difficult on a keyboard.
Yeah.
And then when you have like combined inputs where it's like press Z and A at the same time, and and you're thinking about the letters that they're assigned to on the keyboard versus the letters that they are on the controller. Mm-hmm. Ugh, it's rough. Rough stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't the prettiest Smash we've ever played.
I would imagine not. Plus, some of those early emulators didn't run Smash very well.
Yeah.
Like, it was super laggy and chuggy. Chuggy Brodeltine.
We also had, so in like our,
Oh, I thought I died.
like, more, like the last couple years for our math classes, we would usually, the teacher would like recommend having a graphing calculator.
Right.
So someone like found a way to download games created specifically for Texas Instruments graphing calculators.
Oh, yeah,
and
dude.
like install them on their.
They make emulators
Calculators.
for TI-83s.
They do now.
Yeah, you can play like Pokemon Red on your calculator.
Yep. But so we would like play games, and like someone had a cord that you could like transfer files from one calculator to the other.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, it was a doozy.
I feel like I might have already told this story, but there was these 2 kids in my middle school that had terrible, terrible handwriting.
Agua.
So bad that they diagnosed them with dysgraphia. And like their handwriting was so bad that they were required to use laptops for all of their assignments. Which, come on. But so this means that there was these dysgraphia. Yeah. It's like the ADD of bad handwriting. Yeah, I guess I'll drink some water. I just am not super worried about it. And so they had laptops in all their classes, and everybody was super jealous of them. And they were just like, oh, we have to have it. Oh. And they're clearly just like goofing off the entire time. And they would play the 3D space pinball that came with Windows.
The Space Cadet?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah. And like, God, they must have got caught a million times playing pinball. And especially this one kid. And there was one teacher who like, he like walked to the back of the room to like get something or to like illustrate something that he was doing in class or whatever, you know, while he was teaching. And, then he can just clearly see that this kid is playing pinball. And he just played cool and pretended like he didn't see it. And then just like casually worked it into a conversation.
Oh, the pinball thing?
Yeah. He was like, so for example, so-and-so over here, he's working on his pinball high score, and, we can look at that, and we can, and he was like, he got like triggered and super scared. And everyone was like, oh, like he got like,
yeah, got him.
And then he just went over to the kid and he was like, all right, show me how to play this. And then like the kid
like
was
super put him on the spot.
Yeah, and then the kid was freaking out because it felt like he wasn't in trouble, and he didn't know if it was like a trick. And so he just told the guy how to play the game, and he just sat there and played it, like awkwardly, like leaning over him, because he was like in his desk, and the the computer was on the desk and he was just kind of like blocking him from getting out of the desk by leaning over him to play the game on the computer. And everyone was just like, "Is this our class now?" It was very funny. And there were times when he like forgot to like turn the sound off, and it would be like and like he'd like start it up and be like, "Oh, sorry." And the teacher would be like, give him this look like, "Really?
Yeah.
Like, you think we don't know that you're trying to goof off on your freaking computer?"
I had a friend, Ward, who...
His name was Ward?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, I guess this will have to be tomorrow. Story
Come
about
on, the
Ward.
boys, more stories.
Story about Ward.
I got some too.
I've got Ward stories.
I got more stories about
from the time I went to Ward.
Ward stories.
Yeah.
I got some stories about goofing off in class.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Ooh. Austin was a delinquent.
I was a goofer.
Ooh.
See y'all there.